Chan, when you went back and watched the film, I know there was some good, some bad out of the offensive line. What went well in pass pro and what needs to get better in run blocking?
We did a good job, I thought, in pass pro for the first time out. We've got some communication things that we've got to take care of in the offensive line, but as you continue to develop the continuity there, along with young players there. For the first time out, they did a pretty good job, but it's going to keep, the tempo and the speed is going to keep getting bigger and faster every week, just because we missed some stunts, but we picked some up, so they're going to keep trying that. In the run game, it's they moved some of their people more than we had seen before, and we didn't handle movement very well. And we're going to get that too in the run game. So we've got to improve that facet of what we're trying to get done. We just didn't get our base package run game running like I want to.
Cam?
Hey, Chan, obviously you guys lost Devonta about maybe halfway through the game. How much does losing someone like him change what you can do as a play caller and what you kind of ask of your offense?
Yeah, we had to change some things. Everybody runs a route differently. Jakeem's a good player, but he runs things differently than Devonta does, and we don't have time on task from last year with Fitz and Jakeem like we do Fitz and Devonta. So it changes some things. It changes some thought processes. So you have to adjust, and I need to do a better job of adjusting when that happens. But it's the first time I've dealt with it with these guys, so hopefully I'll be better the next time.
Omar?
Want to ask you about the running game, and I understand that you guys want to continue with the hot hand, but did you intend to use Myles Gaskin as much as you did? And what's the vision for Matt?
We actually didn't know how it was going to play out in the ball game. When we have players that play certain packages for us, and when the package that we were using, Jordan Farr wasn't doing as well, it ended up lessening his play time, and Myles went up because we were more in the spread offense and doing things that that we had him in there for. We were trying to use all the packages and where it would get spread fairly evenly if we could, but it just didn't work out that way by the end of the game.
Barry?
Chan, of course, all coaches are looking for players capable of big plays, whether they're natural big plays or gadget plays. Does it look to you like either Malcom Perry or Lynn Bowden will be able to help you anytime soon?
I don't know if I can say they'll be ready to help or not. They might be. We still work with them every day and seeing what they bring to the table, how much they've got to learn. Lynn's much further behind right now because he just hadn't been here for a while. But I'm excited about what he might be somewhere down the line, as I am Malcom. It's just they haven't been here long enough and been in the fire, so to speak, to say that we're going to really try to expand their packages at this point. We're taking it on a week-by-week basis with where we're going with that. And, if we have Devonta, that might open up, that might not open up something. If we don't have him, that might open up something. So we're just kind of waiting and seeing on that.
Safin?
Hey, Coach. Obviously you were in the booth, but I noticed on the field, Tua Tagovailoa had his helmet on, was sitting next to Fitz, and he was kind of not too far away from the coaching staff during most of the game. How did you think of how he absorbed his first NFL game kind of on the sidelines behind Fitz?
I think very well. Robbie Brown can probably answer that better because he was with him on the sideline. But when I talked to Robbie and I talked to Tua, it seems like he was understanding what we were getting on the field and looking at the tablet, being able to absorb, how the game goes, the speed of the game. It's a different speed than college. It really is. So I think for the first time, he was able to learn a lot and get a grasp because he, normally you have 4 preseason games to get that, and he hasn't had any.
Okay, guys, we only have time for one more. We're going to go to Hal.
Hi, Chan. So regarding your running back rotation, where does Matt Breida stand right now? It took a while for us to see him in the ballgame the other day. So where does he stand? And if things should continue, might Gaskin be in the running to be your starting back at some point?
I don't know that I could ever say that we're going to, at this point, have a guy. I think that we're going to let the guys try to do what they do best. We'd like to play Breida more. I think we'll try to incorporate some of his skill set into what we do. But there's a certain number of plays in the game. You can't get them all in there at once. And so we're going to try to expand all of them's role, but at the same time, there's only a certain number of plays for guys to get in. I think we'll look and see what fits each player the best and try to do that with them.